guys, welcome back to another round of Cyborg Gaming. Today we're going to go through the Fisherman's Jumping game. So on this current 3-day cycle, I have already beaten the Great Bay Temple, and you will need to do that to get over here and take this on. So we'll get a heart piece here. We need to make 20 jumps. We need to not fall off the islands when jumping. I probably could have done this a little faster with the Zora, but you should see a light torch over here. And just make your way over to the lit torch. And we can start this game. So, let's go over here. Fisherman's Jumping game, please ride the boat. So that's kind of how that works. You can see this kind of slowly works our way over. I'll kind of cut this to make this a little bit faster, but we're going to kind of slowly work our way over here. So now we can hookshot our way on here. And let's talk to our good man, the fisherman. Good friend, the fisherman. You can use the bunny hood here if you can make that work for you. You just need to be very careful on making sure you don't over jump and do things a little too fast. So we need to come back later. Might as well just speed this up. So I'm not even sure why he's out there if he won't do it. I was kind of worried that this would happen, but it's okay. Let's see if this speeds it up. Okay, so you can see that I sped this up to the morning. So he should be available from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. I should just double check that right before I started. But let's get in here and start this game up. So let's give this a try. We want to hit 20. So utilize the Z button. And, you know, speed's important, but accuracy is probably a little bit more. Oh, there we go. So, you can see, 5 and 20 seconds, pretty good pace. Especially when they're just a straight jump, it's pretty easy. And that's what I've been getting a lot of. You can see I'm just kind of going here in the middle, Z target, you know, Z target back, yeah, another Z target. And I'm on pace to beat this pretty easily. Oop, I almost messed up there. But, yep, 11 and 50 seconds, so we should get this done pretty easily. And then we'll get our heart piece. And we're going to probably go for the Don Gero's heart piece after this one. So, there we go. So at this point, it's more about not messing up. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Ooh, it's speeding up on me. Okay. Well, that was an easy one. So at this point, I think I'm gonna just wait, right? Like, I can't mess this up. Let's see if I hit 25. Nah, I'm not gonna hit it. So we'll speed up there a little bit at the end, making it harder. But overall, that is how you do the Fisherman's Jumping game. And now from here, we can go to Clocktown and get the Don Gero's Heart piece, collecting all the frogs. Just remember, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., you can play the game, and you need to beat the Great Bay Temple on this current 3-day cycle. Don Gero's Heart piece, which we can see here. We have the Don Gero's Mask, which is another side quest in this game. I can put that in the notes later for how to get that mask. So on this one, we're going to go talk to some of the frogs around Termina Field. First here, starting in the laundry pool. We're also going to, every time, we're going to need to go and beat the boss of the Snowhead Temple to get access to this heart. I've actually, to get access to the frog, get access to the heart, I've actually already beaten the mini boss in the Great Bay Temple, so I'll cut that in at the end just to have it make sense, but you'll kind of notice that the time is distorted. But this is really how it works. We're going to go here, and we're going to talk to our good Mr. Friend the Frog, and he's going to get his band back together. But right now, it hasn't hit spring yet in the mountains. When spring comes, I shall definitely go to the mountains, so let us meet again. See, you can see there he disappeared. Let's go over to the southern swamp, and we'll get the second frog. This one you don't really have to do anything special. You can get it with the Deku. You can get it with I like to be the Zora just because it's taller, but the Deku actually might be faster. So let's see if I can do this. So let's go over here. And now we'll override the Don Gero's Mask. So just, take the path towards the Deku Palace. If you need a little bit of extra jump, just press A before you go go jump in the water. And it'll give you a little extra boost. I think you can kind of hear the frog already. Yeah, you can hear that frog. Okay. Might be faster, honestly, just walking with the Zora over here. There we go. And now we can talk to our good friend over here. And just kind of get through that. Alright, so we're good there. So now let's go over to the Woodfall Temple. We're going to beat the mini-boss here. So we're going to have to play the song as the Deku to get into the temple again. We're going to have to make our way through the temple a little bit. So let's remember what this song is. So up, left, A, right, A. Let's see if I can remember this. Okay, that should be good enough. And now that we have we already have the bow, we can get to the mini-boss a lot easier. So it shouldn't take us too long to get in there. Alright, let's get over into the temple. So actually, on this current run, I've already beaten the Great Bay Temple. I have to then also... Yes, thank you for that. I don't need this. So it's going to give you a shortcut access to the boss. Do not take that. But we will be using that for the Snowhead Temple. So if you walk into that, it will take you a shortcut to the boss. If you need access to the fairies, you can get all the fairies in here as well. If you haven't done that at this point, I highly recommend doing it for all the temples. I do have some video walkthroughs on how to collect all the fairies. On the N64 version, the 3DS version is actually different, so just be aware of that. So, we're going to go right into this main room. And we should be able to just take a right. There we go. So, let's be careful. There we go. So, let's get in the middle here. Please tell me I have arrows. I do. So you put that out. I think it's this one. Let's go this way. But I might be wrong on which exact room it is. So let's pull the trigger here. So that should be the main room. This should be the room with the mini boss, as it will give us the bow and arrow. Nice. Okay. Oh no, wrong one. Okay. That's okay. My gilded sword should help a lot here. Yeah, that was nice and simple. Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, so that was not the room. Let's go over here. So let's take this guy up and let's try the other room. Here we go. So we basically want to find the guy who rides the turtle. Let's see what happens if we hit him with the gilded. I was hoping to take him out in one shot. So here we're going to need to use the bow and arrow. Just get underneath him, pop him off. Try to Z-target him. Ah, that is a problem with my controller. So we're gonna have to do this a couple times. Basically, I can't. If I charge my bow and arrow for some reason, it will just randomly flick it to the other C stick control. So probably one more time, maybe two, should be good. There we go. So same thing, we'll put on our mask and talk to the little guy. So you get the master key, but we don't need that. Okay. So, let's see if I can get out of here. Okay, so it throws me back to the entrance. I'm gonna go over to Snowhead Temple and take on the boss. I'll just clip it to where I'm basically at the end of the boss fight. As you guys don't need to see that boss fight. I have already completed the Great Bay Temple one, so I'll clip that in between before I go over to Snowhead Temple. You'll see the time distortion, but not a big deal there. And at that point, we will have all the frogs we need, and then once Snowhead Temple is cleared, we'll be able to get the Don Gero's mask. And let's go get the master key. So let's drop down. So just in case if you haven't gotten it, the same thing, there's gonna be a ferry right across from me when I get up. You can also get a ferry in this room by taking out all the little scrubs. Not actually sure what they're even called at this point. So yeah, ferry down here in the bottom bottle if you need it. So right there is the master key. So you can actually see it pretty early on in the level. You're gonna need a good amount of magic because we're also gonna need to use fire arrows here. Of course. Alright, let's get up here nice and quick. Before this goes away on me. See if I can get... No, I should be okay here. There we go. So let's hack our way through a couple of these. Perfect. I actually could use some arrows. And we're going to have another little mini-boss. And I recommend at this point, or have the Don Gero's mask ready, as this is going to be one of the frogs we're going to run into. And I'm going to utilize this to do the Don Gero's mask later in the, after I beat this level, basically. Let's see if I can get some arrows here. So he's going to go up in a bubble. I'm going to avoid him as best possible. You can see I almost got eaten up into the bubble there. He's going to go back up, and that's going to be a little time. Oh, shoot. Too busy messing with trying to get arrows. Let's just switch that back. And same thing, you might actually want to use fire arrows or something like that right here, as they might damage him more, but I'm not really sure. I think it's about 3 times you need to take him out. So let's go here, and do the same thing. But he'll hit you for a good amount of hearts. If you get eaten when he drops down there, the bubble will just kind of eat you up, and he'll just grab you in there and start slapping you. Oh. Huh. There we go. I wish it would give me time, like, when he goes up to just switch my arrows to ice. I don't like that it does kind of like a mini cutscene there. And now switch back. Is that it? Nope. Probably one more. Also benefits to really have... Ooh. That was kind of a liberal pull there. But that's okay. But I was saying, it does help in this game to have the 50 arrows as well, going through the shooting galleries and such. Let's jump back and switch it back. There we go. Alright, you can see here, he's going to turn into a nice little froggy. And let's go put on the Don Gero's mask. Let these go away. And basically he's going to say when the mountain springs are clean again, or clear again, he'll meet us up there. So we're going to go get that band back together. So we have one of them done. Alright, so now we're completing the Snowhead Temple. The Mountain Village and Goron Village, things like that, the ice will be melted and it'll basically be what they call springtime from the frog's point of view. And since we've collected all of the frogs, let's get over here. We have a chance to get the band back together and get our heart piece. So hopefully, I know you might want to start with this point, to be honest, and hope, yeah, okay, so the frogs are there, which is a good sign. So let's put on our mask, not the pig. And they seem pretty happy. And there you go, that is your heart piece. So, pretty awesome little side quest in the game. You get to see Link dance a little bit. You get to, make the frogs happy. Kind of takes you all over Termina Field. We're going to go through the heart piece over here in the Mountain Village on the way over to the Goron Village. You can see here we have the Don Gero's frogs, which means it is springtime here. So you can only get this heart piece when it is springtime over in the Mountain Village and in the Goron Village, which means you have to beat, was it Got, or whatever his name is, over in Snowhead Temple. Once you get Got beat and you have the Zora mask, this one is actually one of the easiest heart pieces to get in the game. And I'll clip in a video on just how to get, Got beat and how to just get back up to Snowhead Temple. It's a really easy one. So, you can see here, this should have been all snowy before, as I am just kind of wasting time. And over where we found, like, Grandpa Goron, we can now drop into the water as a Zora and collect this heart piece. Nope, if I Press A, I go back up. So let's get over here. And that is an easy heart piece. So just a reminder, you have to beat God on the 3-day cycle, the current 3-day cycle, and have the Zora at this point to get this heart piece. Other than that, it's a pretty easy one. You should be able to just walk right up into Snowhead Temple, since you've beaten it before if you have the Zora, and you can just teleport directly to the boss and just go through the 5-minute fight, 10-minute fight, whatever it takes you, to get that guy beat. And then today we're gonna go through the all-night mask, which starts here in North Clocktown with this robbery right here. So we should see a robbery here soon enough, and we are going to stop it because we are good people. And here we go. So this is the start of the all-night mask. We just need to hit him once. From there, we can't really do anything. He's just gonna kind of prance around and then eventually leave out with this guard doing absolutely nothing, because this game doesn't really make any sense sometimes, but it's okay. We made their stop, and from there, we can spend 500 rupees on the all-night mask at the curiosity shop on the 3rd day. So I kind of started that video a little quick. So you can see here it is midnight on the 1st day. We also need to have the giant wallet, which is down at the Scatola house in the Great Bay. You'll need to have that. You can see here I have 500 rupees. And then we're basically just going to play this song until it gets to the night of the 3rd day. And there we can buy the all-night mask at the curiosity shop. So I can go Dawn on the 2nd day. And it's just, you have to play it twice per day. Originally, I wasn't going to make you watch all this, but I might as well just do the song a couple times. We need it to be, I think it's 10 p.m. on the 3rd day. So I guess there's going to be a good amount of sitting around anyways. So I'll just clip it to when I can, around 10 o'clock on the 3rd night. Alright guys, so we're back in here. This is South Clocktown. You can see the tower right here. So you can just go over here. Was this West Clocktown? Yeah. This one right here, I believe. And of course, I get there 1 minute too early. So this is the curiosity shop. It needs to be 10 p.m. on the final day. And we should now be able to buy the all-night mask. You notice the armor in the back from the Gerudos. Let's check the bargain. And let's buy that mask. Bought the weird mask, added to my notebook. So I don't need anything else. Nah, I don't want to sell them anything. So you can sell them things, like you can sell them Pose, you can sell them Zora eggs, things like that, if you want to make some money back there. So let me put on the all-night mask. You can find it right here. So if I put this on, I can go talk over to the old lady in the inn at night of the 1st or 2nd day. She'll give you a heart piece for listening to her first story, and then another heart piece for listening to her second story. So I will be doing that on my next run. I'll put it in the note section so that you guys can check out that heart piece as well. But we go through the Anju's grandmother heart pieces and the storytelling. So for this one, you need to have the all-night mask, which you can see here. You could bypass this really quick, but just a heads up if you come in here. The inn will not work open until 8 a.m. And I don't want to wait that long, so let's go this way. So the all-night mask is not too hard to get. You need to stop the robbery that occurs on the first night, where you get the old lady getting robbed around midnight or 12:30 of the first night. If you stop that and then go to the curiosity shop at 10 p.m. on the final night, the third day, you'll be able to buy that this all night mask. Problem there is you do need to have the giant wallet, which is 500 rupees. That is done at the Scatola house in the Great Bay. So you do need to get somewhat far into the game to do this. But from here, it's pretty easy. We're going to ask her to tell us 2 stories, and we should get a heart piece for each one. So let's go with the carnival time. And just kind of get through this. And a couple hours are going to pass. This looks off. Huh, I wonder why that happened. When does the clock tower open? On the eve of the festival. So you do need to answer it correct to get the heart piece. So let's talk to her again. This one's gonna be a longer story. The 4 giants. So I might be getting kind of errors for this for when I am recording. I feel like there should be a little bit of a cutscene here, and some pictures, and not me just walking over to the Deku scrub or flower. So I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible, but she's basically just kind of telling a story. And here, what do we call the giant song? The people to call the giants sing a song. It's actually, I don't know. And so she's going to give us some candy, but instead it's actually a heart piece. So that is Anju's grandmother. This is the all-night mask, and this is the stories from her using the all-night mask. If you do not use the all-night mask, when she tells you the stories, she'll actually fall asleep, or you'll fall asleep during the story, and you won't be able to answer and get the heart piece. As well, actually, you'll want to do this on night 1 or 2, or day 1 or 2, as on the 3rd day it will not work.